Welcome to the middle school closing for the 2019-2020 school year. On this day, we come together as a community to celebrate the efforts and achievements of our students. This is the day when our 8th grade students are recognized for their accomplishments as they transition from the middle school to the upper school. It is my hope that throughout this ceremony, you'll get a small taste of what a special community we have here at Rutgers Prep. Although we are not able to celebrate in person, this year more than ever, I am aware of what a resilient and supportive community we have built. From students going above and beyond to help one another learn successfully in our different circumstances, to teachers and families restructuring their homes to make student learning a priority. I am grateful for the flexibility and good humor you have demonstrated as we respond to this pandemic. As you watch today's program, you will see evidence that middle school students have worked hard this year. They have been engaged in a variety of activities from plays and musical performances to athletic competitions and remote learning. Our students have risen to the challenge in front of them. I believe that these efforts have built a firm foundations for our students as they become independent learners and thinkers. I am so proud to be part of this community, and I want to thank all of you for your hard work in these unprecedented times. Thank you to Mr. Nastis and Mr. Ladd for their part in making this closing a success. It is customary for our 8th graders who have been here since kindergarten to lead us in the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible,
with liberty
and justice for all.
I would like to introduce Philip Ames, who has been chosen by his peers to speak today for the class of 2024.
Hello to all who are watching. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my peers for electing me to be speaking on your behalf today. It's an honor to be speaking today. When a young Philip Ames was on the top of the hill in 2009, I had no clue I would be joining the best, most supportive community. From the Thanksgiving play to the Earth Day celebrations, from the first grade play to the Sandy Hook trip in second. We visited Washington Crossing in 3rd grade. The next year we had ethnic pride with our families. In 5th grade, we were being prepared for the middle school without us even knowing. We became more responsible and independent through daily activities as a class. In 2017, I joined middle school. And that is when the fun began. The farm trip was a great experience, and we all learned to trust and support each other in so many tasks. We laughed when we watched Phineas and Ferb. We read Holes and watched the movie. We learned about Punnett squares and created our body bios. We had our first experience of middle school sports, had great and supportive coaches. How many lunches did we sit laughing so much we forgot to eat? And all that was just the 6th grade. The next year, we were 7th graders. We made ice cream and built rockets in science class. In English, we learned how to annotate and painstakingly learned how to write research papers. In history, we had to try and keep up with John Green in Crash Course History. In math class, we were challenged to solve new problems. We took a trip to Philadelphia and visited the place where our founding fathers signed the Constitution. We had many great innovation classes where we explored what we enjoyed. We learned how to study for finals, and we all had a great experience with field day and saying goodbye to our friends who were headed to high school. We were now the leaders of the middle school. The most fun year of middle school was easily 8th grade. We were now the first group to be dismissed at break by Mr. Mitchell. This year, there were challenges, but it was all worth it. We were the leaders of the middle school. We had the 8th grade trip to Harper's Ferry, Antietam, and Gettysburg. I had some of the best experiences on that trip, from staying up late with my roommates to marching in formation at Antietam, to going to an all-you-can-eat buffet in the middle of rural Pennsylvania. We had great experiences with our sports teams. We ran at soccer practice and had some of the most intense scrimmages at basketball practice. Our 3rd trimester, though, has been very different. On March 12th, we received a phone call that we would start spring break 1 day early. We set off for a break as the nation began to experience increased COVID-19 diagnosis. The next week, New Jersey went into lockdown mode to stop the spread of the disease, and the school announced we would return from spring break engaged in remote learning. I was happy to have spring break early, as I had a science test that Friday. But like many of you, I was worried about how remote learning would feel. And it certainly has been a crazy 2 months as we learned from home. I want to say thank you to the teachers for how they changed their lesson plans and all the extra work they have done. They certainly have done a great job of keeping all of us challenged and engaged during their classes. From trying to find the Zoom code to learning how important it is to check our email, or learning how to screen share a presentation. I will never forget these memories and how helpful all of our teachers are. Being at Rutgers Prep has certainly prepared us all for the challenges we may face, wherever they may be. The community which I joined 11 years ago has shaped me and also shaped all of us who had the pleasure to be a part of it. In this community, we persevere, we respect each other, we show empathy, and we strive to show personal integrity. Remote learning has made these values more important than ever. One last thing. We all owe our families a huge thank you for the time spent getting us to and from school, bringing forgotten gym clothes, class assignments, music instruments, wading through rainy games. Those drives have had some very happy memories for me, and I think for many of us. Thank you.
The Honors Reading Program was created as an opportunity for students to challenge themselves by reading books beyond our regular curriculum. Participants are honored in their 8th grade year. Achieving at the white level by reading more than 6 books is Kaya Green. And reading more than 9 books and achieving at the silver level is Paige Lake. Congratulations.
The Library Association Award is sponsored by the Rutgers Prep Library Association. It is given annually to an 8th grade student in recognition of his or her outstanding service to the school. The student receiving this award has not only served the school in various clubs and activities, but has been recognized by the middle school faculty as being cooperative, helpful, and always willing to pitch in. This year's Library Association Award is given to Zachary Burden. Congratulations.
In 1982, the Parents Association of Rutgers Prep established an award to honor a student in each class for exemplary commitment, attitude, and effort. These students are not necessarily those with the highest grades or most athletic achievement. These awards recognize the qualities in students which are so rewarding to observe: hard work, dependability, and cooperation. This year's winners of the Parents Association Awards are, for 6th grade, Aiden Besht, 7th grade, Pramit Mukhopadhyay, 8th grade, Nathan Tran. Congratulations.
The Incentive Award recognizes those students in each class whose performance and effort have recognizably improved throughout the year. These winners represent dedication and commitment to the quest for continued success and growth. This year's Incentive Award winners are, in 6th grade, Kayla Shea, in 7th grade, Ethan Hines, and in 8th grade, Krish Patel.
The following students have earned the highest honor award for having the highest grade point average for the year. These awards are presented to the student in each grade level whose achievement has surpassed the high level of academic performance demanded of all Rutgers Prep students. In grade 6, Siddharth Balajapalli. In grade 7, we had a mathematical tie, Jianying Liu and Amy Wang. In grade 8, Daniel Achikon. Congratulations to all of you.
Each year, the MLP Daniels Recognition Award is presented to the 8th grade student who best reflects what being an RPS student is all about. He or she is responsible, motivated, willing to help others, has a positive attitude, and is committed to making the middle school a nice place to be. This year's MLP Daniels Principals Recognition Award is given to Christian Eade.
The problem with problems is that we think we shouldn't have any. The issue with issues is that we think those are for somebody else. I don't have any issues. It's not my problem. That's yours. But this world is too complicated, too complex. It's too fluid. It's too fast-moving. It's too furious for us to ever think that we don't have problems and we don't have issues. Over the past several weeks, we've learned how to deal with those problems and those issues. And we've learned what's important. Family's important. Friends are important. Courage and honesty and loyalty are important. Dedication's important. Patience and kindness are important. So here's my mantra. What I want you to do is find the main thing that's important to you. And then remember that the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Don't get distracted. Don't lose focus. There's no sense in being disappointed when you face problems or issues, because you're very lucky. You're very fortunate. And that's the main thing. Congratulations.
I present to you the 8th grade class for 2020. Daniel Achakon, Obina Akosa, Afia Asrar, Philip Ames Lifer, Zachary Burden, Ty Chavez, Stephen Donahue, Kyla Dula, Christian Eade Lifer, Daniel Espinosa Lifer, Ella Gilman, Cameron Green Lifer, Kaya Green Lifer, Justin Gregg, Buzz Gresh, Jennifer Yuching Hua, Abi Karaka, Paige Lake Lifer, Pace Lamb Lifer, Evan Laub, Kevin Jadong Lee, Mimi Nokim Lee, Sam Chang Lu, Stuti Mishra, Krish Patel, Tanay Patil, Abby Pevsner, Nicholas Pizzi, Chase Quinault Lifer, Annalise Santawasso Lifer, Carly Tomford, Nathan Kien Tran, Maxwell Trions, Maggie Turco, Vikram Wadhawan, Grace Williams, Yifan Yao, Victor Zhang, Victor Shunzi Zhang.
Good morning. I'm thrilled to have been included in your celebration and would like to congratulate the 6th and 7th grade on moving forward in the middle school and would like to formally welcome the class of 2024 to the upper school. As a class, your reputation precedes you in a good way. There are artists, musicians, actors, mathematicians, and scientists among you. Today we celebrate your accomplishments in the middle school and I await your contributions in the upper school. As rising 9th graders, I would like you to join me in thanking your middle school faculty. Their hard work and dedication will provide a strong foundation for your success in the upper school. We have found that students coming to us from our middle school are well prepared for the academic rigor of the upper school. I would also like you to join me in thanking your parents. They have provided you with an opportunity to learn and grow in a rich environment. Your parents' love and support is the greatest gift you will receive today. I have advice for you. Stay curious, be enthusiastic, get involved, and set your goals high. Congratulations and welcome to the upper school.
Before I address the 8th grade class, I would like to take a few minutes to thank 3 sets of people. First, I would like to thank the middle school faculty for their hard work and determination. All year long, the faculty worked to provide engaging lessons to the students. On the afternoon of March 12, as we were headed to spring break a day early amidst the growing anxieties of COVID-19, we stood in a circle in Baldwin Hall and wished each other well and to provide friendship and support that we depend upon from one another. We did not know then that we would not be back in these familiar halls for the rest of our school year. But we knew that no matter where we were, the learning would continue because of the dedication of these talented and patient teachers. I have been impressed with the creative ways in which their curriculum has been delivered remotely. I have said it many times, and I will continue to say it. This is the most dedicated and incredible faculty I have ever worked with. Thank you all. I would also like to thank all of the parents. One of the frequent themes I heard as I spoke to families as we learned remotely was that you're all thankful for the things that our teachers have done for your children. I heard things like, our child is still learning, and this is the reason why we chose Rutgers Prep. We can only do this because of you, and this year that is more clear than ever. You helped clean desk spaces, you reminded children to check their emails and ArgoNet message, and you provided some pretty impressive haircuts. We want to thank you for all that you have done and for the confidence that you have in our learning community. Finally, I would like to thank all of the students. In my Values and Character course, students Amy and Madeline wrote a poem about perseverance, and I would like to share a little. The closing refrain is what really struck me. It's okay to not know what to do. It's okay to feel weak. As long as we stay strong together, we'll always win. It's okay. You have experienced something that as an educator I never thought I would see. Everyone remembers his or her middle school years. Their memories include a big sports victory, their first play performance or music solo, their first night far away from home, an amazing project they created, a disappointing quiz score, or a growth spurt that gave them several inches of height. That's the middle school, and that's what we expect from those events. But this year has been something different. For years to come, we will all remember the spring of 2020. In 20 years, you'll be telling your own children about the time that you did remote learning from home for 2 months. Just like the stories that I tell about walking to school uphill both ways. When you tell that story, remember the courage and patience that you demonstrated this spring. From reminding your teachers and your classmates to unmute themselves on Zoom, to the troubleshooting and any challenge that came your way and finding new ways to learn. Your patience and goodwill have impressed your teachers and me. Thank you. Now, 8th graders, your time in the middle school has come to a close. You're about to take a giant step into high school. You've heard from Dr. Chodel, and the upper school is ready and excited for the class of 2024. You've experienced a lot, more than we expected. You've traveled together as a class, and when I think of our time in Gettysburg, it seems like a lifetime ago. You have remembered your middle school years in the words of Philip, your 8th grade speaker, and you've selected your classes for next year. You have finished your middle school year and all of those challenges. As things wrap up, remember those lessons, and you'll know you'll be ready for the challenges ahead. Congratulations, good luck, and remember, those hallways are connected to the middle school, so we expect to see you back. Good luck, class of 2024.